Good morning, good day, or good evening, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is going to be our early route the Pokemon. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I was sitting here and it occurred to me that we needed an early route rodent, and I was like, alright, well, you know, what's been done, what hasn't been done, and I obviously love rabbits, but I really wanted to save that for a later video, because I have another rabbit that I want to do. And I was like, well, and I also have a chipmunk as well. So I was like, well, I can't do rabbit, can't do chipmunk. I was like, well, rats have been done and everything else has been done. I was like, well, beavers. Let's do beavers. And I was like, well, I haven't done a bug Pokemon either. I was like, maybe I could do a bug Pokemon. And then I was just looking at it and it hit me. I was like, oh my god, beaver. It's a bug and a normal rodent type. I was like, let's do both. And so that's how he was born. So I wanted to keep that kind of like friendly, like Pikachu, Togedemaru, like happy round friend shape. So I started with that basic beaver shape. And originally I was going to do like a small little like a round friend type as our first stage. But then I decided to just get rid of that. We're going to do a 2-stager. I wanted to incorporate as much bee as possible, so instead of ears, he's got these little bee wings up there, this little antenna. The colorings and markings, it's like more of the bee with like the stripes and the fur. And I was gonna do like the honeycomb pattern on the tail, but I felt like that was a little too much. I was a little overzealous with this one, was getting excited. I didn't want to over render it. But in doing this one, I was trying to simplify my shapes. I realized that like my fur down there is probably got way more swoops or little jagged tufts, that's the word. It's probably got more tufts than Pokemon art style does. But I was still excited, or still satisfied. But nothing too fancy really. I did try to play with the colors a little bit. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go for more like a pollen color or a honey color, and I ended up going more towards like the honey color. Alright, sorry, I had to edit a little bit out there, the woozles. I decided to jump all around the bedroom and just cause a ruckus. So, anyway, I did my shading with watercolor as usual, and then I went back and added my highlights with colored pencil and blended it out. And that was pretty much the whole secret of the rendering process on this one. But without further ado, let's get into it. Beaver, the tiny builder Pokemon. Beaver. Its ability is Sticky Hold, so just like the regular Sticky Hold that you have like any other Pokemon. But then its hidden ability is Sticky, so anytime an attacker hits the Pokemon, it gets slowed. And that's each time it hits, so it's not like, oh, you hit it once and you get slowed down. No, like each time it hits it, it actually gets slower and slower. So eventually, Beaver will be able to move before the attacker. Of course, you know, the slower the attacker, the faster that happens, but Beaver does not have a very high speed. He's quicker than a regular Beaver. But yeah. Oh, and then of course down here, and if we look at our little silhouette, he's just a little guy. He's a little friendly guy. Yeah.
Beaver, your tiny builder Pokemon. These small Pokemon can be found all over the grasslands and lightly forested areas, pollinating flowers and collecting sticks and other lumber to build their dams. Beaver operate in a hive-like fashion, with one monarch ruling the whole dam. All the other beavers act as drones.
So yeah, that's Beaver. I hope you enjoyed him. I really like his little concept here. I've already actually sketched out the second stage, monarch stage. I just have to like render it and stuff like that, so it shouldn't take too long to get it out. I'm pretty excited about him too. I have to clarify, their hive dams, like their dams aren't built like in water like a regular beaver. They would be built like around the base of trees, or like even if like the tree is like really low or fallen over, they'll build it like over fallen trees and stuff like that. Out of like sticks and grass and mud. But them being bee types, they would also have like the sticky spit like a bee, so like there would also be like honeycombs, and like there's beaver honey, you know, inside the hive, inside the dam. But I just thought I had to share that. Anyway, I did recover a little bit of my map footage, so I am piecing that back together. Hopefully I'll have my map out soon. I can't wait to share that, because that actually, I did draw that like 2 years ago, but it took an incredibly long time to do it. So yeah, Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye!